Hi, I'm Dennis Rodkin. I write the Deal Estate column for Chicago Magazine, and this is DEQs, where I answer readers' real estate questions. Janet in Rogers Park asks, I recently got a letter from my mortgage lender offering no-cost, streamlined refinancing that doesn't require an appraisal. This is a godsend because I've tried twice to refinance and couldn't because my mortgage was underwater. So I called the bank and asked, what's the catch? They said it was a way of saying thanks for making all my payments on time in this tough economy. Is this program legit? Should I go ahead with it? Yes, Janet, definitely go ahead with it. You should think of that as the only thanks you're going to get for being responsible these past several years and keeping up on payments on your house, when an awful lot of signs said that you could go the opposite way. An enormous number of people stopped paying for their homes over the past several years. Some couldn't pay for their homes. They lost their jobs or for other reasons had financial setbacks and they've gotten foreclosed or are soon to be. And others wouldn't pay for their homes. You saw the value dropping so far, they were so far underwater that they couldn't see any sense in continuing to pay that loan. Fortunately, you and the great majority of homeowners did keep paying, because if more had stopped, we'd be in a far deeper mess right now. Early on, when rates were dropping and home values were dropping, several banks did have auto refinance programs. And it's a simple thing to do. Essentially, they hit a button and recalculate your loan. There's a little more to it than that, but it's quite simple. And by doing so, they kept you captive, right? You don't take your mortgage business and the interest you pay off to another bank. It also makes your loan more sustainable. Bringing down your payment makes it more possible for you to pay. You're less likely then to fall into foreclosure as time goes by. And it's great customer service. It feels like the bank is on your side. But as the slide continued and everything got worse and worse, a lot of these automatic refi programs went away. The banks were overwhelmed with all the problems they had. It's like parenting a problem child and giving more attention to that child to the calmer children who are just left to muddle through on their own. Also, the banks have suffered such enormous losses from foreclosures and other problems that it seems very likely that they've calculated that it doesn't make sense anymore to voluntarily give up that additional interest that you and countless other homeowners are paying on your loans, so they'd put away those programs. So why would they bring it back now? Why would your bank be offering it now? Well, first of all, many banks are doing much better than they were at the time of the crash. And it also seems likely to be true that they want to acknowledge that you've done the right thing for 6 years while other people haven't. They want to pay you back for that. The Fed has promised that interest rates are going to stay low for at least next year, if not longer. And I think your bank at some point doesn't want to lose you to another lender. You know rates are going to go down. You might go shopping for another loan. Your bank sweetens the pot to keep you here. There's a lot less paperwork with an automatic refinance. You know, an automatic refi really ought to be available to many, many more people. Last fall, 2 financial analysts wrote in the Washington Post that if all paid-up homeowners in America got an auto refinance, it could put $60 billion back in families' hands. That's a stimulus. Some of the other stimulus programs haven't quite achieved what they were set out to do, so how about a stimulus that goes directly to responsible paid-up homeowners who are likely to use that money to keep this economy rolling? That's another reason your bank wants to thank you, and I think you should take that thanks because it's very well deserved. Thanks for your question. Send me more at dennis@rodkin.com.